Hey there everyone, it's Nomad, and those are the neighborhood kids. Anyways, it's Nomad, and I know it's been a while since I've done a video, so today I'm going to start doing videos again, and I'm breaking into something new, and I got this box here um, with a graphene coating on it. So the graphene coating I went with is by a company called Ethos. I haven't even unwrapped this. I literally opened the box just to make sure everything was there a few days ago, and it's been sitting with my detail supplies since then. So I'm really excited to take a look at this. One of the reasons why I went with them is they have a good price point, which is nice. I was looking at a few ceramic suppliers, and the ceramic suppliers don't really offer what I want, and they don't really offer the service I'm looking for. I've had trouble getting my hands on them. I was trying to get my hands on some ceramics, and a few of the ceramic suppliers were having some supply issues, and I chalk most of that probably up to the whole pandemic thing going on right now and everything going on in the world. But I've been trying to get my hands on them for about 6 months now, and I kind of mix of got tired too. Some of them had confirmed orders and then pulled back, and confirmed orders again and then pulled back, so it's been interesting. Ethos, on the other hand, was able to supply a graphene coating, and they got it to me within about 4 or 5 days, roughly speaking, which was nice, and they even had Sunday delivery options. And one of the reasons I went with them is because Graphene's really looked at the next iteration of what will take over on ceramic. It hasn't quite got to the most consumer-friendly price point, but there are some options out there like Ethos, and it was a really big thing that they were able to not only get me some, it was at a good price point, and I'm excited to try it on the car. So the initial clean is done. If you look at the surface, you can see there's some scratching. It's a little harder to see, but there's swirl marks across the top here, which is fairly standard. I'm going to try and do trim restore here. There's a little touch up that's needed here on the mirrors. Back end looks decent for the most part. The big one is the spoiler here. Gets a lot of dirt, so I'm looking forward to being able to actually do this piece here. Hopefully keep some of the dirt off. There's swirl marks here and here. Kind of those hot spots. I don't know if I'm going to remove the Veloster badge. It's plasti dipped and it's been coming off for months, if not over a year. So I might redo that. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to get in there and clean all this up. Under the gas cap, there's just grime. But I want to use a special towel for that. But overall, it looks good as is. It'd be a good, maintenance clean, if you will, just to maintain the car itself. I don't know if you can quite see it, but there's peppering all across the hood here, so I'm going to try and repair as much of that as I can without wet sanding it. And then right here, there was some touch up when I bought the car, and I bought it from the company that I work for. The touch up has failed. I don't know if that's per se bad touch up, just the nature of touch up as a whole, so I'm going to try and fix that and chip it out, repaint it. And then it's a little harder to see here, but this whole section here and down here needs a good buff, a heavy buff, and probably a little touch-up paint. Probably honestly be best to wet sand it, but I don't have the wet sandpaper, so I might go out and grab that. We'll see. So at this particular point, the car's been cleaned, the car's been clay barred, it's been buffed across the whole car. I'm going to rebuff the spoiler, and then I'm going to rebuff the hood as well. Then I'm going to break into the detox spray from Ethos and go over the entire car with that to pull any oils, grease, buffing compounds. It'll help finish cutting any remaining ceramic wax or regular wax off the car, and then I will start applying the graphene. So this is Ethos. Whoa, hey. This is the Ethos coating. It's a 30 milliliter bottle, and once I break the seal on this, I need to start application. Like a ceramic coating or even like a wax coating, you're going to apply it to, in this case it's a microfiber application pad. It doesn't really matter which side you use, and I've done a little research with them. I've asked a few questions before I made this video, and I'll kind of go into those a little bit later. One other thing I did buy with it is their detox. So this is supposed to be a cutting spray that'll help cut residues, polishes, grease, oil, all that fun stuff like that. Now I have a lot of other things that I use in turn for the shop, like an iron fallout remover, you know, basic cleaning stuff. The only thing for them I haven't bought yet is their shampoo. They also sent me this nice microfiber towel. Actually, there's two of them here. Whoa, they're pretty soft. and that's it on the box. So they have a shampoo or and a soap, and they said that's all that's needed to help maintain the graphene coating. I did ask them about, well, what if you don't use that? Because I have my own stuff that I use, and I'm not opposed to using a full system. I actually kind of like the idea of a full system, since they're all, you know, chemically created and set up to work with one another. But hey, what if one of my customers doesn't want to buy that or have access to that? How do we maintain that? So they said a pH neutral soap would be only thing that's needed to maintain it. But again, they did recommend using their shampoo and and their soap ultimately to help maintain it, because it's formulated to help maintain the graphene coating. Now, on paper, it should last about 5 years. Obviously, out there are varying factors. Here in Washington, the winters can be a little rough sometimes, as far as it's constantly raining. You know, you can get snow in some places, so we'll see how that goes. It's summer right now, and not really too worried about rain. It's going to realistically rain a few times here, but that's whatever. I'm more worried about, like, how's it do with dirt, pollens, even sap, to see how well it works with that. So finally going to do the graphene application. What it states here in their instructions is you'll shake the bottle, apply a few drops of the graphene matrix onto the applicator until evenly covered. Start with horizontal top surfaces first, apply in a straight line, no cross hatching or circular applications, overlap slightly, as well as doing approximately 3 foot by 3 foot area or a door or half of the hood surface. It should glide on smoothly. If the applicator starts to drag or becomes inconsistent, apply additional drops to the applicator. Immediately after application, you will notice a rainbow effect, more prevalent on dark colors, while applied coating bonds the surface. Roughly 3 to 5 minutes after the application, the rainbowing will start to turn into a haze or fog. This means the coating is ready for removal. Temperature and humidity will affect. Using high quality microfiber towels, thoroughly wipe down sections to remove the graphene coating residue. Use small circular motions, a little to no pressure. Be sure to check adjacent panels to make sure you haven't pushed any excess coating to those areas. Recommend using a flashlight to inspect the surfaces. Let coating fully dry and cure for at least 48 hours before allowing it to get wet. So fortunately, it's a very hot week here in Washington. No plans of rain, knock on wood. So I'm going to break into that finally. graphene coated now, including the trim plastic, the windows, all the paint. I did the grill, did the lower diffuser, the lights, tail lights, mirrors. Again, pretty much everything short of the wheels. That I didn't do because I ultimately plan to either refinish them or replace the wheels themselves. But I think it looks fantastic. I do have it in the garage because I'm going to let it cure, because it does say to let it cure for at least 24 hours before it's fully ready to be exposed to any moisture, and it takes up to 5 days for it to fully cure. Videos and photos definitely don't do it justice. Here's a few shots of it right now in the garage, and then I'll get some a little bit later on, as well as here's some photos of it just out of my driveway. I will say, I don't think the car's ever quite had a shine like this. The gloss and shine is just fantastic. And even so far, anything that's kind of landing on the car just is coming right off. Hopefully I do get that true 5 years out of this. That'd be fantastic. I will say it's definitely like glass right now, which is always a cool thing to experience. Alright, so one, it's taken me way too long to film, edit, and upload this video. 2, I've been away for way too long. And 3, and really the important one, was that with the Ethos Graphene coating, I was really excited with the product as a whole to try it out, as well as the price point, which was $99 for just the 30 milliliter bottles with the detox spray, as well as the 2 microfiber towels and the applicator. It all came out to about $120, which was not bad at all, considering that most graphene coatings that I see for the applicator and the graphene by itself, $200, $300, $400, $500 plus, depending on where you're buying it from, what you're getting, etc. They do offer a few different sizes, as a 50 milliliter and a 100 milliliter bottle as well. They also offer their shampoo, which is a ceramic shampoo for their ceramic products, and it's also what they'd recommend for maintaining and washing the car with the graphene on, as well as a defi spray, which helps bring out the shine. And I did buy that, despite earlier in the video I believe I mentioned that I did not buy those yet. I have bought them. It's been about 2 weeks that the graphene coating's been on, and it looks fantastic. I've just done the first maintenance clean. It was highly hydrophobic. Realistically, I could have taken a microfiber towel or even my hand and just wiped everything off. So I'm happy, I'm excited, and I'm hoping that I get that 5 years out of it. Really, the test of time is going to be the next big thing. So as I have more, I will definitely follow up with y'all on that and let you know what I think. In the meantime, though, I definitely, would recommend the Ethos Graphene coating. This is no way a sponsored video, just something that I wanted to try and ultimately share my thoughts with. That being said, there is going to be a link below to their site. If you purchase, it gives you, I believe it's $20 off, and then I get $20 off as well. So it's one of those kind of referral friend links. So if you do that, great. If you don't, oh well. But if you do, let me know what you think in the comments below. Of course, if you use other coatings, be it ceramic, graphenes, or other things like that, let me know in the comments below. And I'm happy to be back, and hopefully I can start pushing some regular content out. But there it is. I enjoy it. It was well worth $120. The 2 days of labor I put into my car to get it where I wanted to. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.